Good day, Mr. Henry. What's going on? How are you?
Like I fed Tracy Cyril, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I want to thank you so much for joining us today on Entrepre-noir Series. This would be our second session. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. So I want you to introduce yourself to the viewers. Let us know who you are and a little bit about your background.
Well, my name is Tyrone Henry. Most people call me Jiggy. My friends and people who already know me. As you know, I'm from the island of St. Lucia. I'm from Grand Riviere Grosile. Shout out to my people out there. I attended the Leones Comprehensive Secondary School. And what else? My passion is in graphic design and creativity. That's where my passion really lies in.
Awesome, awesome. Great, great, great stuff. So tell us a little bit about, since the series is about entrepreneurs, Black business owners, small businesses, tell us what was your inspiration to start your own business? What happened? Usually people have some stories, that something happened to them. It could be good, bad, or indifferent that led them to, starting their business on their own or doing something for themselves, diving into their passion. Tell us.
Okay. So I I began as a graphic designer. Like that's where my passion began. My actually began as a kid watching my mom. My mom worked at the Voice publishing company, where she started off in the printing department. So as a kid, from around I would say 5, 6, 7, 8, growing up, I would have been around my mom basically every day after school, watching her prepare the newspaper. At that time, there wasn't really this modern technology that we have right now. It was all print, was typeset. Literally, they had to put all the fonts together, all the words together, then run the ink on it. It was a process back then,
Right.
So for me, I grew up watching my mom in that field, and then I think from there I started having a little liking to for that to see that how text is an image, and then it becomes into a newspaper or magazine. So from there I started really having a liking for that, and so that's what really pushed me myself, to go towards that avenue.
I see. I see. So, as a business owner, you've been in business for a while now. So, you are, how should I say? I wouldn't say you're an expert, but you are experienced enough to let us know the challenges that you face as a small business owner, also as a Caribbean person. Yeah. And I want to mention to the viewers that you, Mr. Henry, is from the same country as myself, Paradise, St. Lucia. So, from coming from a small country, and tell us the challenges you face, the beginning stage of starting the business, the middle stages, and now, things that you learned along the way that you can let people know. I mean, it's not a walk in the park, but
No,
you're
it's not.
here.
It's not. Well, starting any other business, it's a risky thing. You don't know what's really lies ahead for you. You have an idea and you want to put something out there, but you're not sure the response from the people. You have to find the right set of people, the right niche and everything. So it's a lot of research, a lot of studying, a lot of trials and error. It's a lot of expense too. It's not something that's really cheap. There's a lot of expense that goes into, not because it's a graphic designing company that I run. There's still a lot of expenses in there. I still have to pay subscription for some of the software that I use. I still have to pay for some of the images that I use. I still have to pay models to use to do certain things. So there's a lot of challenges that lies with starting a business or being in a business, you know. And the thing is that I I have like a sub part of Jiggy Max Designs, which is Vestige 758. And that in itself is a different type of business because that's more e-commerce type of business. So that in itself is a bigger challenge for me. The graphic design part of it, I mean, there's a lot of designers out there in the world. I'm not the only graphic designer. People have a lot of choices, so but in terms of other challenges, it's just finding clients. You're gonna get good clients, bad clients. You're gonna get all different type of clients. But I think the most important thing for you is to just try to stay focused and try to, be creative in your own way.
Good advice, Jiggy. You mentioned Vestige, Vestige 758. Some viewers may not know what that means. Some viewers may not even know the area code. So let's get into a little detail of the words vestige. How did you come up with the name? What does it mean? And, let them know our area code. Yes.
Okay. So basically, back in 2014, a friend of mine, Sean Anthony, the two of us embarked on a project to create something unique for St. Lucia in terms of apparel.
Wow.
I would travel, you would travel and go overseas, and someone would tell you, hey, bring me something from St. Lucia, or bring you something. But when you go to the market or you go to get something, like you find like mostly all the stuff is always the same. They all look the
Yes,
same, every
yes,
vendor.
yes. It's true, it's true.
So what we tried to do was to create something that was just unique to St. Lucia from any distance that you would look. You would see 758 and that would just click. It would be like a button. So 758 is
Right.
our area code. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now the word vestige in itself means a small part. That's what is derived from the Latin word. So that
Ah,
small part and the small part of 758, that means we offer you something which in terms is a small part of St. Lucia.
you're getting a
Whether it's a
sample,
t-shirt,
like a little
whether it's a
sample,
hoodie, yeah, a little something,
a little
something
something, a
unique.
taste. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, yes. Thanks for
So,
clearing that up because I myself wanted to find out exactly what the meaning of the vestige meant. I heard about it, but hearing it from directly from the source, I wanted to know what it was. So because remember, we
yeah,
have a diverse set of viewers, so we have to be clear as to the words that we're using. And we're from the Caribbean, so some people may not understand our dialect. So we want to make it
true,
viewer friendly for everyone. Yes. So you
true.
mentioned some of the challenges as a small business owner. Tell us now, we're in the pandemic. How is the challenges, regular challenges, compared to challenges in a pandemic? Because I, as you know, just started a business in the pandemic, a life coach business. For those who don't know, I recently started a life coach business, and life coaching is mainly someone who guides individuals to execute their dreams, aspirations. Somebody who can give you sort of like a pep talk. You literally do all the work, but the person guides you along. And sometimes the person just gives you some insight because some people are not confident and they're not aware of their skill set. So you are just there to walk with them along the path. So basically, I started this business in the pandemic, Raven Rona. So tell me, give me some guidance, Tyrone. Like, what advice you can give me for somebody who recently started a business during a pandemic?
Well, for me, in my field, the challenges that I face right now is that with the clothing and apparel business, when the pandemic hit in March, there was like a shortage of stuff because most of our stuff is sourced from China. So that was one of the things I was like in the midst of getting stuff ready. I was about to launch some dresses and some stuff, and they were all being sourced from China. And then the pandemic came in, and it kind of put me, it threw me off. But it gave me more time to actually work more on my business. Redo my website, which I just relaunched yesterday. Um, it gave me more time to look at my clients and look at my whole setup of my business, how I want to reach customers now during this pandemic, how I could, try to see if people are still going to be able to be shopping in this pandemic. But
Yeah.
for anyone who's starting a business, like I would always tell them, you got to put your heart into your business. It belongs to you. It's yours. And if you don't put all your heart and all your passion into it, pandemic or not, it's all on you. You understand? It's
Yes,
true that
that is so
the
true.
pandemic has changed. It has changed things, but it shouldn't stop you from continuing on your goal and with your business. You shouldn't let that stop you.
Stop you.
You
Yes.
understand?
Yes. That's good stuff you're
And
saying. Good stuff.
yeah,
So
people are still shopping online. People are still moving around. And my
actually,
aim is
people are
that
shopping online more. That's what happens too. People
yeah,
are shopping online more. So it's good that you said that. Jiggy, because I can totally relate to what you're saying, because sometimes it could be no pandemic and you still having challenges, and sometimes it could be no pandemic and you're having challenges as if it's a pandemic, you know?
Yeah.
So when you say it's about the individual, that is so true. It's about the individual, your mindset, how you focus, you know, how you reset. I like also that you told us about your website, you restructured your website. So you need to let the people know, Jiggy, that you did some resetting and they need to check out your
Yeah.
website. You understand? I will link it below. But
Yeah.
since you mentioned you just redid your website, so tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about how your website was before, after, now that it's redone. What are we expecting? Did you take out some stuff? Did you go into a new line? Like, give us a little summary of what we expect for the new website.
So with the new, but when this pandemic hit, I had a chance to actually look at a lot of websites. I did a lot of research online, and I looked at, you know, my competitors. I look at, you know, other people in the same industry as me, other people that's doing the same type of vibes like me. So I wanted to see what was working for them,
Right,
see
right.
how it's working. So from there, I took ideas from different companies and look at different things. And then when I restructured, I brought in some new products that people have been asking me for a long time, like bags and
Example.
swimsuits and shoes and what else? We have family packs now. We have
Yeah.
stuff for babies. We have stuff for little kids now.
Wow,
Uh,
wow, wow.
we
So
have,
much
you know,
wider range of items, much
yeah,
wider choices.
much
Yes, yes, yes.
much wider choices
Much
because
wider
the thing is
choices.
that
Yes.
I'm not just catering for people that are in St. Lucia. I'm catering
Right.
for people like visitors, someone who wants to go on a vacation and they want to get their stuff or want to have their stuff, you know, they will be able to go to my website and get stuff
And
there.
good stuff.
And it'll be, yeah, because it's a wider variety of stuff, you know. People want to send gifts and stuff to their friends or whatever, you know, because there are solutions everywhere. And now with the new structure that I did, I've partnered with companies in Europe now where I would be able to distribute my products to St. Lucians all over Europe, as far as Africa, everywhere. Wherever St. Lucian is right now, and they go on my website, I can guarantee them that I will deliver to them.
Right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, Jiggy, you want to tell the people how we met, or you want me to tell the people how we
I,
end up meeting and the story behind that? Give the people the juicy details.
I think you should go ahead with that one.
You're going to let me do that. You're going to let me do that. Well,
Yeah.
beautiful people, I went online. I was just searching. I heard about his website, Jiggy's website. I have seen clothing from his website in St. Lucia. And I was just like, okay, let me just get a piece. Because I'm an avid supporter of local stuff. So I'm not saying that I'm biased towards St. Lucians, but I'm biased towards people that do things with their hands, crafty, you know, and new unique products. So if I see something online and probably I know they only have one of it, I have to get it. You know, I like to get items that are unique and I know that there was specific detail and work was put into it, you know. So I went on Jiggy's website and I was like, oh, there's so much I want. What am I going to get? What am I going to get? So I finally found a vest. I like the vest. I took that vest. And there were other things that I wanted, but I didn't do it right away. So I did that. And lo and behold, I messaged Jiggy. I don't know if he remembers. And I said, guess what? My vest came and the medium is too big. I said my vest came and the medium is too big. Like, you know, this is my first purchase and da 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 da. And I said also, if you remember, why is the shipping so expensive? So
Yeah.
some of you may have these instances with the shipping, and Gigi, I'll give Gigi a chance to explain. You know, the shipping from Canada, if you order in from St. Lucia, the US or whatever, the shipping might be a little rough. But anyway, to continue the story and make it brief, after I bought the t-shirt, I kept in touch with Jiggy and I messaged him and I said to him, you know, I am trying to do a website. You know, I need your help. And because I see, you know, I'm tracking you, I'm following you on your social media handles and I see what you're doing. And, you know, it looks like you have the technical expertise to help me out with my website for the business and a blog and stuff like that. And Mr. Jiggy told me he's quite busy at this time. He's quite busy at this
Okay.
time, very politely. He's working on some stuff, but he will give me a referral. People, let me tell you, I have a testimony. Jiggy gave me a gentleman's name, a referral, and lo and behold, the gentleman exceeded my expectations. And those that know me personally know, you know, my expectations. Yeah, exceeded my expectations. This gentleman did a superb job on my blog because I already had the blog already. So he just like revamped it and he did a brand new website for me. He also did a logo for the business. So this is my go-to guy now, Jiggy. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Jiggy, this is my go-to guy. And I have referred him to a couple of other people. So let me tell you, network. I say all this to say
Yeah.
network. So I started off as a customer of Vestige 758 and look how it ended up. And so
Yeah.
when I decided to have this series, I said, Jiggy has to be on this panel. Let me just run it by him and see if he's going to be, interested in doing this entrepreneur series with me. Because, the way that we met, I mean, I could have just randomly bought his stuff and move along my way like other people. You know what I mean? And so, yeah,
Yeah.
I am really grateful, Jiggy. I want to tell you, if I haven't told you before, that, the referral that you gave me and how it turned out and everything is wonderful, wonderful. So that's to say, people,
Shout out to Selwyn Pascal.
Selwyn Pascal is the guy. Yes. So that's
Yeah.
to say, people, that network is very important. Even though
Oh yeah,
you
it
are
is.
shopping on somebody's website for the first time, you have to network, speak to the person. You can get to know the owner. You might learn something new. You all might be able to compare notes.
Yeah.
So this is the backstory. I hope I didn't, too long,
Yeah.
right, Jiggy?
But
So
but to clarify one thing, with with the new website, the shipping prices have been adjusted to meet
oh
everyone.
my God, you will
That
see me
was
there
that
more.
was you see, I the thing about running a business is that you look at the reviews that the clients give you and what's
Yes,
affecting clients. So you always have to try to work around that and solve those issues.
thank you,
my
thank you.
main thing for me is customer service, and that's very important in any business. You have to try to keep your customers really satisfied.
Right.
You have to go
So
up.
tell us, Jiggy, what it was, why the shipping was so expensive coming from Canada, and what adjustments you made now. So those that have experienced the same thing with me, you buy the product and then you realize the shipping cost is almost the price of the product or even more, because it's coming from Canada. So
Yeah,
tell us.
well, so the adjustments that I made now is that I teamed up with companies in the US to be able to manufacture and produce my stuff at the same level, at the same quality that I have been offering to my clients all over. So now that I have a hub in the US, I have a hub in Canada, and a hub
Good
also
stuff.
in Europe. So the shipping cost has dropped tremendously. Trust
Tremendously.
me, it
I'm so
has. Yeah,
happy to hear that. Oh my God.
yeah,
I have some things in my cart already because I already watched your website like last night. And I just like, I
yeah.
need to find out about that shipping before I buy anything.
No,
Yeah,
the
because I'm
shipping,
just being real.
you'll be amazed at the shipping cost, and the delivery time has also
Yes,
changed
yes.
rapidly. That's because I just want to keep my customers really happy and going.
That's a good thing, Jiggy. That's
Yeah,
very important. I'm
yeah.
glad that you said that because there are some business owners that they don't pay too much attention to the reviews, Jiggy, and that can be a downfall for them, especially small businesses. Because remember, the customers have a wide range of choices, and it's a personal choice they make when they want to support a small business. So it's good that you say that, and other people listening or viewing, if you have a friend, tell a friend when you're starting up a small business or if you have a small business, pay close attention to your customers. Reviews are important. I myself, Jiggy, I give a lot of reviews.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, not
reviews
just
are very
reviews
important.
only, especially if you're running an e-commerce site. Your key thing is to actually look at the analytics and check, see what products people are looking at a lot. Look at where customers reach to the shopping cart and they didn't move forward. Why didn't they move forward? There's a lot of data that you have to work with in order to be able to move your business online. It's not just saying, hey, I'm gonna start a t-shirt business today and just think, oh, I'm gonna go get one of those free websites and start a business and think it's gonna work like that. It's not gonna work for you like that. There's
Exactly.
a lot of work that you have to go into to run an e-commerce business online, especially if you don't have any idea about building websites and stuff. You will have a hard time. It's not something that you can just do. It takes a lot. I've been doing this since 2014 when Vestige first launched, and
Wow. Wow.
it's
Say
been a
that
lot of
again.
learning.
Maybe somebody missed that.
Yeah,
2014.
yeah. 2014 we launched. In 2014 we launched it at Carnival. It was a Carnival launch, and it was the response has been very good, to be honest. For the past couple of years, I haven't really received any bad reviews from clients in terms of the quality of their clothes. Maybe us just like with you, you had an issue with the sizing. That was just the issue. But in terms of quality of print and clothing, I've
Yes,
always
yes,
tried to
yes.
keep
I can
I've
agree
always
with
tried to
that.
keep that up to a certain standard.
Yes, my little
You know,
one vest. My little one vest that I find my medium was too big. Yes, it's good quality
yeah.
because I have laundered it many times, and yes, it
But
still looks nice and fresh.
what with that in mind, what I've done now is that I've actually added a size chart to the shopping, area so that people can actually go according to the size chart, and so that that way we wouldn't have any issues.
Well,
It will give you.
the thing is for the size chart, Jiggy, my size is a medium. That's what I'm telling you. So
Okay.
I think also it is sometimes I don't know if it's the brand or the quality of the clothes.
Mhm.
Sometimes a medium runs bigger than a regular medium. Sometimes mediums are tight. Sometimes it's just the fit. So I think sometimes also is the type of t-shirt.
Yeah,
They
but
have fitted. They have it's the type of
I think
t-shirt. So
that. But for me, I mean, if a customer has an issue like that, for me, it's not an issue to not send them back a different
no,
one.
no, I didn't. I no, not at all, Jiggy.
No, no, no. I didn't say. I'm just saying if a customer has an issue like that, I would not have a problem to
Oh, you will not.
send.
But
No,
for
no.
me, Jiggy, it was not a problem because remember when I told you that I was just like, hey, the medium is not fit, but I still wear it. I still, it's not like I pack it aside or whatever. It's just like it wasn't the tight medium that I expected, and I understood that because when you buy different clothes, sometimes a small you can't get into a small. I usually wear small or medium, so sometimes a small is too small. Sometimes a medium is just right. So I personally, as a customer, I don't think that is a deal breaker for me. Because I
Yeah,
can still wear it. Yeah. If you get a medium that fits like a small, or you can't put it over your neck or whatever, like that. I'm not too much
yeah.
of a bad customer, yes. But yes, I'm
You're a
happy
good
that you
customer.
mentioned
Yeah.
that, Jiggy, that if somebody would to have an issue like me, I hope you're listening, viewers. If somebody would to have an issue like I did, you order your regular size, and when it comes, it doesn't fit the way you like. Feel free to send an email to Mr. Henry, and he will sort you out. So,
Yeah.
in closing, Jiggy, do you have any parting words to let people that are thinking of starting a business, people that are in business and sort of struggling with some challenges? So we just want to close off, give them some words of advice, encouragement, inspiration to carry through.
Well, I would say to anybody that's deciding to start a business right now or in a business, the key thing is to stay focused on your business and to keep learning more about your business and try to, get with the times, do a lot of research, look at your competitors, you know, and try just never to give up. I mean, if that's what you want to do and it's your passion, it's all on you. Like I said, it's all on you. Don't give up. I started this business a long time ago. When I left St. Lucia, the first time I told my mom that I wanted to go study and learn something and do something. I wanted to create a brand that would say St. Lucia. Once you see it, you know, it would say St. Lucia. Because there are times when I walk through a mall and I would see the blue, black, white, and yellow on something else that doesn't even have nothing to do with St. Lucia. And it would just capture me just
Right.
because I know my flag and the colors just kind of, so
Yes.
I always stayed
Something.
focused in that. I
Mhm.
always stayed focused in that area. So like I say, anybody's doing a business right now, do a lot of research, you know, see what other people are doing, see what's working for them, and most of all, just give it your best. There's gonna be hard days. There's gonna be tough times.
Yes.
With anything, with not just a business, with life,
With
every
life.
day's not gonna
Correct.
be So you just have to stay focused and try to just work hard towards your business and keep it on the right path. That's all. Always deliver what you say to your clients. Always be truthful to your clients. And always try to be there for them too. Don't just think of them as a money thing. They're like a family to you. You have to respect them and because they supporting you. They don't have to support you. You
Correct.
understand? They can go somewhere else. So you just have to kind of like have that respect for them and try to treat them good. You
Right,
know.
right. Very good stuff, Jiggy. Thank you so much. And in closing, I want to thank you again for coming on board with our Entrepreneur series. This has been a very educating and inspiration conversation we had. I got to know a little bit about you, your background, and I am a customer, yes, and I will be shopping because I heard the news about the shipping. Yes, yes, Jiggy.
And
So
plus, we have 20% off all week. The whole of this
I was
week is
just
going
going
to
to
be
say,
twenty
are there
percent
any
off.
upcoming sales, Jiggy? Because Thanksgiving is just done in the US and Black Friday, Jiggy, like Black
Yeah,
Friday.
I have 20% off the entire week from
Okay,
since Black Friday.
let the people know the website, your social media handles, even though I'm going to link it at the bottom, but let them know about the sale. So
So you
take it
could,
away.
so they could reach me at, and the website is www.vestige758.com. They could also check it out on Facebook at Vestige758. They could also check it out on Instagram, same Vestige758, on Twitter at Vestige758. I said I think Instagram the same thing too at Vestige758. So I try to stay on all the social. I'm not into the TikTok thing yet. It's more or less TikTok is more for kids,
I myself,
But
Jiggy, walk me through it. When you get it, tell me. Walk me through it. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
will. I
So,
will.
yes,
I
we're going to
will.
wrap up, people. Thank you so much for joining us on our second session of our Entrepreneur series. There are a couple of more to come. Thank you for your support, your advice, your feedback. I really appreciate it. And for those who wants to reach a life coach, you can reach me at www.digdeepcoachtc.com. And yeah, for all your life coach needs. And as you know as well, I have a blog. You can check out my blog, www.zenspirationbar.com. And here on YouTube, I'm on YouTube as well, Love and Light Soldier 77. So thanks again,
Good.
Jiggy, for joining us. I hope you have a
Anytime.
wonderful evening, and we
You
shall
too.
talk further about my shopping cart.
All right, we
Bye.
will. You take
Blessing.
care. All
All
right, blessed.